Welcome to Robyn's Roost. It is my third and final video for the Summer Splash card kit series. So if you've watched the other two, welcome back. If this is your first video you're seeing, be sure to check out the other two. So it's a series of 3 cards using the charming duck pond. And I teamed up with 2 other demonstrators, and they did cards on Market Goodness and Adventurous Sky. So we had kits from 3 different stamp sets that you could purchase, and there's enough cards, enough pieces in each kit to design the 3 cards that we have designed for you. And then you got the designer series paper and embellishments, so you can make a whole bunch more. Anyways, if you didn't get the kit, you can certainly make the cards by just starting from scratch. So let's flip the camera and we'll get started on this. I called it a shadow frame. So let's go. So here is what the card looks like. I've cut out a little bit different designer series paper for the one we're going to make together, but we're using this large die. Let me just pull it back out. I know I showed it to you in the last video, but let me show it to you again. We used it in a different way in the last video. So this is the die set. You can see all these fun dies, and here's what we're using, and it cuts that center out. So it's a little different. So you need to cut your paper to whatever size you want, and you're going to use the frame. So we are making a little scene, and then let me put this off to the side. So you start out with just a basic white card base that is your standard half sheet of paper scored in the middle. We've got our frame that we cut, and then I've taken and cut down one of the scenery designer series papers. This one is the has the pink back. I used, let's see, this one was a little bit different on this card. So you can see, I think there's like 3 or 4 different sheets that you could choose from in here. So what I ended up doing to center my, to figure out which part of the paper I wanted to cut, because of course they're not right in the corner, right, to make it easy for you. So what I did is I laid my frame over it. And I think, if I remember right, I ended up cutting like 1/4 of an inch off of a side for this one. And then I cut it down to, let's see, I wrote it down here somewhere. I think 3 7/8 by 3 7/8. So it's just a little bit smaller than the frame, so that it's easier to adhere. So that's that. And then I have my little strip that goes on the bottom, and this one is 1 1/4 by 4, and that'll just fit underneath. And then I used the Stylish Shapes dies to make a banner and a circle. And of course you could use a circle punch. And if you didn't have a banner die or punch, you could just cut this. Oh, I'm seeing if I have that written down. Let's see, it's a 1/2 inch by 3 inches, and then you could flag the ends or not, right? So you could use this, you know, without all these fancy dies. And then I've die cut a whole bunch of flowers and some cattails and lily pads that we're going to layer on top of there. And I don't know if we'll use them all. I went a little wild. I wanted pink and white, and I just cut a bunch. So last winter, when I kept over my, I have a little decorative pond in my yard where I have some koi, and I went and I thought, oh, I'm not going to put my plants in the water buckets this year. I'm just going to leave them sit on the garage floor. Well, I killed all of my plants. So I don't have any water lilies this year in my garden. I was a little sad about that. So I'll have to enjoy them here. That's maybe why I did so many. Okay, let's see. Let's go ahead and adhere this down. Just going to kind of, this one is of course a little bit wider because I cut this one 1/8 inch smaller, so Maybe we should, nope, that gets popped up. Okay, let's do this. Sorry for the self-talk. Okay, we will just center this. And then we'll go ahead and center this one. Ooh, whoops. Okay, and now we're actually going to let's get this decorated before we put it on. So we can go ahead and let's stamp our greeting. And if you received your kit from me, I did put, I believe I put both a white and a seafoam circle in your kit, depending upon, you know, what paper you chose for the bottom. I didn't know if the seafoam would go with all of them. I really like this greeting. Have a lovely day. You could use it for just about any kind of card, right? Actually, let's go ahead and layer this up. Ooh, my tape is going crooked. Our greeting on there. Now I've got just my pieces. I'm procrastinating because I don't know how I want this to be. Okay, so I cut 2 of each of these so that I could do the cattails in the brown, because I want them to be brown. Let's find my glue. I'm just gonna put a little dot of glue on each cattail. So then I'm just going to put these cattails on top of the others. And you wouldn't even have to do all this if you didn't want to, but I thought it looked really colorful and gave it a little extra pizzazz when I added the color, different color cattails. And this base is garden green. I'm not sure if I mentioned that. And these are cut from Granny Apple Green, which is a nice bright green. And then the cattails are pecan pie. So it kind of makes it, stuck onto my sticky fingers. It kind of makes it look like shadows. So we've got the cattails in front that are bright, and then the cattails in the back that are kind of shadowed. And then I am going to put this on with some dimensionals. And I'm going to put some little skinny ones up here. That's what the edges are for. Never ever throw away your edges. Use them as well. Now we have to decide what else we're going to put on here. So I'm going to do these for sure. And because this one had a pop out, I'm going to have to put this on here. This way. Now, I don't know, I just cut a whole bunch of white and pink flowers. So let's kind of decide what we want to do where. I have both those upside down. I just want a whole bunch of them. Probably not as many as I cut though. Okay. Let's see if we can get these adhered down without getting our fingers all sticky. There. Now we could, I had gems on here, the nice dappled gems, but we could also put, well, that one didn't cut all the way. I remember that. I screwed up on two of them. This would be a good spot to put a couple of these too if you didn't want to do the gems. I think I will on this one. Just to be different. I like to do all my cards just a little bit different. So everybody who gets a card from me gets a unique card made just for them. I'm having the worst time this morning with these little guys. I think my fingers got sticky and now I can't get rid of them. There we go. So there is our shadow Charming Duck Pond card, and let's see, I'll pull this other one. You can see you can see different designs of the designer series paper, different patterns, and see I've done it with the gems or with the die cut flowers. So hope you enjoyed this card, and I've got links below for my website and my blog. Thanks for stopping by at the Roost, and have a great day.